Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday. It's the midweek. Here it is, Christmas week. Christmas is just a few days away. Hope you got your shopping done and you are ready for a great holiday with your family. And today is Wednesday, the 22nd. Big happy birthday to my wife. My wife is 39 again. So happy birthday, sweetheart. We want to continue our look at the wise men. And I'm going to probably mess up some of your nativity scenes by saying this, okay? But the wise men were not kings. I know the songs out there called We Three Kings. They weren't kings, okay? They were stargazers, astrologers. And also, nowhere in the Bible does it say there were only 3 wise men. There might have been 10 or 12 for all we know. There might have been quite a group of them. But here's what we do know, okay? We know that they brought 3 gifts to Jesus when they came into his presence. Check out verse 11 of Matthew chapter 2, okay? They've come into the house, they've worshiped God, and here's what it says. Then they opened their treasures, and they presented him, that being Jesus, they presented him with gifts of gold, and of incense, and of myrrh. So what's the life lesson here today? Christmas. We are so focused on getting, right? We're so focused on receiving presents, and I suppose that's fun, that's great, but let's not forget that there is a core value that not only our church has here at Bethel, but there's a core value that I think God wants everyone to have if they're going to identify themselves as a follower of Jesus, and that's it. We need to be people who give. Give of ourselves. We give of our time. We give of our talent. We give of our giftings. We give of our treasure. We give of our resources. I have learned that when I find myself getting closer to God, I find myself wanting to give him my best. When the wise men came into the presence of Jesus, they presented him with their best that they had. Literally, they had treasures of gold, treasures of frankincense, and treasures of myrrh. For me, what do I have to offer as I come closer to the Lord? I have the treasure of my time. Maybe I can give of my time to serve God. Maybe, you know what, maybe you've been reluctant to give your time to the Lord and maybe serve your local church or to serve in ministry or to serve in some capacity. Maybe you've been burned before, maybe you had a bad experience before, but it is not God's intention for you just to sit on the sidelines and do nothing. You should give of yourself, give of your time. Give up the giftings and the talent that you have. And I'm not just talking about the stuff that's on the stage. Some of you, you can write. You can write a letter, a card. Some of you, you can bake. You can bless somebody who might be in need. You can give of your ability and bless somebody. Maybe you're really good at working around the house. And maybe you know somebody who's not so good at it like me. And maybe you just give of your talent that way and just bless someone at their home that needs some help. Maybe for you, God might be speaking to you about blessing the work of the Lord with your finances. And I know people get freaked out when you talk about money. And I don't think we should, because it's all God's anyway. And I've learned that you can't outgive God. When you bless the Lord's work, honestly, he blesses you back. God is taking care of this church. Even in the midst of a pandemic, we actually increased the amount that we give to missions. In the midst of a pandemic, I know churches that just cut it off or cut it severely. Not us. because we know that if we stay faithful to God, He will be faithful to us. So just as the wise men gave of their best to God, I want to challenge you. Give of your best to the Lord. All right, my time's up. Gotta let you go. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.